All right, Chanel, go for it, girl.
All right, hey guys, it's Chanel Hayes. I'm here just to try to talk about Juice Plus. Like, I'm really kind of stepping outside my comfort zone with this, but I just want to let y'all know that I really care about y'all, and I think this is a really big deal. So.
Yay. Awesome, Chanel. Yes, we're so excited to have you on here. And like she said, sharing this information is a little bit scary sometimes, right? Getting outside
Yes.
of our comfort zone. And really, it's because she cares about you and really wants you to know this information. So Juice Plus, what is it? So we're going to just go through a really cool sort of flip book here that really highlights what we're all about. And then we'll get to some other amazing things. So one simple change can make a huge difference in somebody's life. All right. So what I think is really amazing about Juice Plus and what it has to offer for so many people is it really meets people where they are on their journey. Okay, so I have actually been part of this journey for 9 years, and we'll get to my story here in just a little bit. But I love this question. What does good health really mean? Like eating healthy, lots of energy, preventing disease, being fit, right? Those are sort of the things that we hear around health, okay? But it can be just as simple as Juice Plus, and we'll get to that here in just a second. Let me flip my page here. All right. So it's really amazing that in the United States, actually, our population consumes a cup of fruits a day, just 1 cup, and vegetables maybe 1.5, which I'm actually blown away. I thought that would be opposite. But did you know that you're supposed to be getting about 9 to 13 servings of vine ripened fresh fruits and vegetables every day? And that's a fist size, you guys. And we're not even coming close to that, obviously, based on those numbers alone. And really, half of our plate should be really fruits and vegetables, but we're just not meeting that as a population, okay? So it kind of is what we call bridging the gap between what we, eat and what we should be eating, okay? So nature cannot be duplicated. When we hear about, like a multivitamin or an over-the-counter anything, that has been synthetically made. So they have pulled out maybe the vitamin C of an orange or the vitamin A of an apple, or, we can go into thousands and thousands of phytonutrients that have been isolated and then put into a pill form. But that is not Juice Plus. This is whole food nutrition. And we're talking about vegetables, berries, the seeds. These are not isolated vitamins at all. Okay, so if I flip right here, this is Juice Plus. It is vine ripened whole food nutrition that has been literally pulverized in a big blender and then encapsulated for us to consume every day. It's non-GMO, it's vegan, totally gluten-free, NSF certified, and we'll get to that here in just a second. But again, we have the fruits, vegetables, berries, and then we do have vegan omegas that are amazing. So that's the picture that you see here. And then on this side, we have what we call our complete, which is a really amazing shake that we want to make sure you know about, because it tastes really good and it's great for on-the-go snacking and whatnot. So I'll go ahead and flip here because we're going to talk more about that here in a second. But it is, again, non-GMO, non-dairy, gluten-free. It's full of plant fiber and very, very bioavailable. Okay, so what are some great ways for complete? So I love that I can make a full smoothie in the morning. I can make our protein balls, if you will. We can do so many things with the complete. It's very versatile. And you guys, at the end of the day, it just tastes really good. It comes in chocolate and vanilla. It has a nutrition facts label. So does our fruit, vegetable, and berry capsules, which is very unique. Again, it is not a supplement. It is whole food. And inside that complete, you're going to find, radish, broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, millet. It's water washed, clean edamame soy, which is just amazing for benefits of health. And again, This is whole food nutrition. So that whole plant goes in there, which is very different than what you're even going to find at a grocery store, because unfortunately we get that orange, we peel the orange, we throw the peel away. That's actually where most of the nutrition lies. And a Juice Plus takes that whole, fruit, vegetable, all of the leafy greens, all of the rinds, everything goes in, which is really, really amazing. And the cost of Juice Plus, you guys, is so low. You can get over 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries into yourself and or your family every day for less than a cup of coffee. And if you're going to Starbucks, y'all, you're not getting a coffee for $2.50. All right. So you can actually take the complete and the trio for less than a Starbucks a day. You guys, that's massive. Okay. That's incredible. I'm going to flip the page here again, just to talk a little bit about our clinical research. At the end of this year, we are going to have 40 published research studies. MD Anderson Cancer, Yale Medical School, talking about the bioavailability, the oxidative stress markers. We talk about inflammation. You guys, inflammation is the root of all disease. If we can get inflammation under control, we can control the disease. Cardiovascular health, lung health, quality of life. You can see all of those there. And these are tested on humans. This is not an unethical treatment to animals. This is done in humans. It's amazing. Double-blind, placebo-controlled, gold standard research, okay? And when I talk about Juice Plus, like farm to capsule, this is kind of the steps, as you can see there. We have amazing partnerships with our farmers, which is very unique. So we control the seed all the way to the encapsulation process. All right. And then they just take that vine ripened produce, which, if you don't know this, that is when the last part of the nutrition is actually being filled up in that plant, is in the last couple days that it's attached to the vine. Unfortunately, when we go to the grocery store, what are we seeing? Rock hard bananas, avocados that take almost a week to become ripe. It's because they are picked well before they're ripe, okay? They don't have all the nutrition that they need at that later stages of growth. But with our Juice Plus products, they are allowed to vine ripen, and they literally fall off the vine and are ready to then be, like I said, kind of like pulverized in a big blender. That pulp is dried at a low temperature and encapsulated. It's so amazing. Okay, then we have our Healthy Starts for Families program, and this is amazing. So what I really love about Juice Plus and the company is they have found this huge gap where kids are being told at a very young age now that they have type 2 diabetes. They're put on medication. Blood pressure medication for 8-year-olds, that's not normal. And so our company has identified that we need to provide this for kids. And so when an adult decides to take Juice Plus at any age, you can actually sponsor a child for free with our Healthy Starts for Families program. And it does not have to be parent to child. It can be aunt to uncle, with a niece or a nephew. It can be a neighbor, somebody from church, grandchild. It's amazing. But what we're seeing is 60% of kids are missing fewer days. Half are taking less over-the-counter medications. You guys, that's a big deal. Those are very expensive. And that's a lot of toxins going into their body that are unnecessary with proper nutrition. Lots of water, less visits to the doctor, consuming more fruits and vegetables. That's a big, big deal. So this is the largest observational study in the world. It's been going on for nearly 20 years. And this particular study has had over 1 million families participate in it. And that Juice Plus has been provided for free from our company. That is an incredible, incredible commitment by them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop share here, and I'm gonna have some friends get on here and share how this has really impacted their health. So let me get back into here. All right. Go ahead, Jody. We'll go ahead and have you go first. Make sure you're unmuted here. All right.
All right. Yeah, can you hear me? We good?
Yes.
All right. So, hi guys. My name is Jody, and sorry. My name is Jody, and I actually coached college basketball for 14 years. And back in 2013, I started recruiting Chanell to SFA. Before a few years before that, in 2010, I was introduced to these amazing capsules that gave me 33 fruits and vegetables every single day. Now, I like fruits and vegetables, but I don't like a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. And even though that I knew that certain fruits and vegetables, such as beets and oats, were good for me, I still didn't like the taste of them. And when I was introduced to these capsules and I found out how much was in there, and I thought to myself, now I can take these capsules and not have to taste what these vegetables actually taste like. Heck yeah, sign me up. Because truth be told, as a college coach, 5 nights out of the week, I was on the road recruiting or at our own games. And the only fruits and vegetables I was getting was the lettuce and tomatoes on a grilled chicken sandwich in the drive-thru at 11 at night when I'm coming home from recruiting. And I knew that I needed to take better care of myself, but reality was time was just, it was stretched thin for me. So when I found out that these capsules gave that to me, I was sold. And the other reason was that it's really important for me to be able to take care of myself because I don't know my DNA. You see, I'm adopted and I don't know what medical issues may arise for me in the future because I don't know what my genetic history is. So the only thing that I know I can do for myself is to make sure that I take care of my body as much as possible. I get the best possible nutrition, and that's what I have found with these amazing little capsules. Now, the season after we signed Chanell, I actually decided that I needed to take a little bit of a break from coaching college basketball. I needed that time out for myself. I absolutely love coaching and I love basketball, and I did not want to lose that love, but I knew I needed to take a break or else it wouldn't be good. I honestly had no idea what I was going to do, but I just knew I needed to take that time. So a friend of mine named Allie asked what I was going to do, and I told her I have absolutely no idea. She introduced me to the business, and whenever she told me that I wouldn't have to go to a job, I wouldn't have to work 9 to 5, because that just is not me, I was thrilled. I was like, all right, cool, sign me up. What do I need to do? Had no ideas what the details were, but I knew that it was going to allow me to travel, and I knew that everybody needed more fruits and vegetables in their life. So since then, since joining the business back in 2015, I've been able to do those things. I've been able to help people change their lives on a nutritional level. And I've also been able to see the world and work from the world. So I've been able to travel to places like Amsterdam, Frankfurt, Germany, Nashville, Tennessee, and most recently, I was able to go to the rooftop of Africa, which is Mount Kilimanjaro. And see, without this business and this product, I wouldn't have been able to travel and experience some of the most life-changing moments that I've had, such as spinning Mount Kilimanjaro in January. And I know not everybody wants to climb a mountain such as Kilimanjaro, but we all have our individual mountain that we want to achieve. And this business is definitely something that can help you achieve that.
Awesome. Okay, Chanell, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you, girls, so then you can tell your story as well.
Okay. All right. As Jody mentioned, back in 2013, I was recruited to SFA to come and play. And when I got there, I was blessed to be able to be introduced to Juice Plus. So before I got there, I was not the healthiest. Like, I did not do fruits and vegetables whatsoever. Like, no fruits were ever on my plate when I was eating. Now, it was always fast food or something. I always knew that I wanted to be healthier, but I never took that step outside to try to do so. So when I was able to get introduced to Juice Plus, it was like easy. Like Jody mentioned, it was very easy to be able to take these pills and just to know that I can be healthier in life for my body, not only on the court, but off the court. And so that was really big for me. And I did, the time taking it, I did notice a very big change within myself. Like, I felt much better. Like when I was performing on the court, or if it's just outside, just me simply just everyday life. Like, I felt healthier, I felt better, and I just really enjoyed the process of doing so. And so it really did help me. And it's just really exciting that I'm able to try to do this again and get this going, because it is a big part of life. Like, your life, your body is very important. And so I'm just really wanting to get going with this a little bit more.
Yes. Awesome, Chanell. Well done, sister. That was awesome. And I don't even know if I properly introduced myself, but we've got Chanell, Jody, and I'm AJ on here. And you know what I love too, and Chanell has such an amazing opportunity. She gets to go play overseas, you guys. She's going to Italy. Like, that's so cool. And we just have to support her for sure, but at least she has her Juice Plus with her. So she can at least make sure she has her fruits, vegetables, and berries and omegas every day, you know, because who knows some of the food that she's going to be, you know, given. So, all right, I'm going to tell my story and we're just going to wrap this up with a nice bow. So, like I said, I was introduced to these plant concentrates 9 years ago. I was actually pregnant at the time. And so I really thought what I put into my body mattered 100% more than ever. I was actually a collegiate athlete myself, and supplements and protein powders, they just like were totally in the locker room all the time. They just ran rapid. Now, first of all, I wasn't going to take the time to see what this stuff actually was. No, nobody has time for that, right? And I didn't want to test positive for a drug test. That was a really big deal to me, and I couldn't afford it. I could not afford those things. So I just really didn't take anything. And when I was lucky enough to get pregnant, I asked my doctor, you know, about a prenatal. And I was like, where should I go? What should I get? And he said, you can just go pick something up at Walmart down the aisle. And I was like, what? Okay, this is like really important nutrition for myself and for my baby. And I can get it at the same place I can get like tires and sunglasses. Like, I just had a huge disconnect between nutrition and like what I was really supposed to be taking. And so I had a brave friend of mine who shared these plant concentrates with me, not only once, but twice, because I really needed to take a look a second time, is what I like to say. I really felt silly, actually, once I looked at it, because I saw this amazing research with a nutrition facts label that I understood food. I got that. And so when you say like MD Anderson Cancer Center, like that was a prestigious institution that I recognized. And if they're going to put their name on that, that was a big deal for me. That was like no brainer. Absolutely. My family's going to take this for the rest of our lives. And I really wanted to share it with as many people as I could, because like I said earlier, you're supposed to be getting 9 to 13 servings. And I wasn't even coming close to that. And I was a vegetarian at the time, and a lot of fruits and vegetables were on my plate, but I wasn't coming close. So my friends and family, they were probably nutritionally starving. That absolutely, most people are. So we could skip ahead to today, and my now 8.5-year-old, he's like the picture of health. We just don't go to the doctor for sick visits. We only go for well child checkups, and his favorite food is kale. I know that's not normal, but y'all, it is. We grow our own food on our tower gardens. That's one of our other products that we have. You can grow your own food year round, and it's pretty cool. But now he can kill a piece of birthday cake. Trust me, he can. But he has like an incredible rock solid foundation of health from the very beginning. Now, my husband, he's been the biggest turnaround. This is a really funny story, actually. You know, he was the athlete who ate Skittles and Mountain Dew before a collegiate football practice. Like, probably the worst thing you could ever feed an athlete. And 9 years later, and I say that because this sort of stuff does not happen overnight. He has traded in that kombucha or that Mountain Dew for kombucha. It's a great substitute. And he's absolutely obsessed with our vegan shake mix, the complete that I spoke about earlier. You know, I myself am about to be 37 years old this week, actually. And, you know, I really look back at my college career and as an athlete, I just wish I would have had this. Like, Chanell actually got to play with Juice Plus in her body. I am so jealous. But I look at my life now and I feel better today at almost 37 years old than I did as a college athlete. And I could go back and probably kick her butt. Like, I'm very confident in that. I am. And you never know what you're saying yes to. So I said absolutely to this product 9 years ago, and I had no idea how that would impact my life today. Because 4 years ago, this July, my sister lost her 20-year battle with cancer. You guys, she was 36 years old. I've passed her in age. And she left behind 2 beautiful daughters and a wonderful husband. And because I said yes to this opportunity of sharing health, I got to drop everything when she went into hospice care, and I didn't have to ask for time off. I didn't have a loss of pay, and I was allowed to grieve as long as I needed to. And you guys, I really needed that time. And this last summer, I actually got to keep my beautiful nieces for almost 2 weeks. And that never would have happened if I had a traditional JOB. I get to weave this around my life that makes sense for me. So I'm so grateful that I was able to be there for my sister in her final hours. And I'm so grateful for the future girls trips that I get to have with her daughters. You know, and it's not easy to share my story, but I really think it gives people hope to a new future. So you get to say yes to the awesome parts of life, like, you know, going on vacations, like Jody was talking about, you know, or sharing this with your family, or being the mom you've always wanted to be, you know, a mom with a paycheck. I get to be at home with a paycheck, you know, but I also get to be present for my family when they need us the most, right? And I don't have to answer to a boss. I'm my own boss. So I hope that you've taken this information tonight, and I hope you have questions for Chanell. And she might not know how to answer them, but we can help. That's what it's all about, is you have an incredible supportive community to help you through your journey. So we always say there's 3 options. There's always 3 options with anything. Is option number 1, you've heard some amazing information tonight, and maybe you're ready to take on a simple change of, you know, drinking more water, or finding out about our free resources through our amazing Infinite Life group. You can totally have access to that for absolutely free. Or maybe 2 is you're ready to take on a little bit of a challenge of getting more fruits and vegetables in your body, pushing that easy button, and taking Juice Plus for yourself and for your family. You know, and we also do have an amazing Jumpstart program for people who are really wanting to take their health to the next level, called our Shred 10. I didn't discuss that tonight. We could do a whole call just about that, but Chanell can get you that information. You know, maybe that's your option number 2. Or option number 3 is that you've heard something tonight that's like, man, she's speaking my language. I understand what they're talking about, and I have people in my life that could benefit from more fruits and vegetables. And how could you not share that with them once you know this information? So we definitely would love to lock arms with anybody who sees this as a potential for their own family's health, to get on the products, but also for your health of your finances. So we can partner with anybody who chooses to do that. So thank you so much for taking the time to learn about this and see what Chanell is up to. So thank you guys. Have an awesome night. Bye.